Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're doing a little updates, intakes, outtakes, all the takes. So you see this? I've had so many people tell me, you're so organized. Well, this is my chaos. This is not organized. You probably noticed my screen is not back here anymore behind me. It is actually over here. You could kind of see it right there. But I had to move some things in order to get that screen over. So I am still in the moving stage. And right now, I just wanted you to see it, to see that I am not all that organized all the time. I have project boxes pulled out, and we will be doing a shopping haul also with these updates. Right here, I'm taking things off right here. This is my land that I love right here. I've got things laid everywhere. I'm just trying to get things right now to where I can sew better. My project boxes do better behind me, where I can turn around and look at them and see them. Because I wanted to show you this. This is one of the things that I have. I did not work on this week at all. But this is the land that I love. This is going to be that corner piece right there for the blue. I have the two strips. This is going to be the very tip. So these two strips have not been added to the quilt. I need to hang this back up on my wall over here, because here is the quilt that has been assembled right here. And honestly, y'all, I cannot recall if I worked on it this week. This box here, Miss Laura, this is your box. I'm just going to tell you, the box was not in the greatest shape, but I have put so much tape on it. This box, even if it disintegrates, the tape is still going to be there probably. But I am going to be printing out your shipping label well, it will have already shipped when you see this. Tonight is Sunday night. I will be printing your shipping label tonight, getting that ready. And guys, I'm going to tell you why I'm doing this. This right here was my grandbaby's little dress that I was making, a romper. And no, I'm just not even going to go there. That just goes right in the garbage. I'm not even entertaining that one. But I decided I got my machine back Saturday. I have not pulled it back out of my bag yet, but I do want to sew on it a little bit. They told me that nothing was wrong with my machine. It was just that thread cutter needed to be cleaned out. I cleaned it out. I don't know how else I could have cleaned it out, but obviously I missed something. And let's see, I got some blades here, but this right here is an update, Miss Laura. This is your package. It will have shipped out before you see this video. I've got so many things sitting up here. I have baby quilt things. We do know what we are having. Well, I say we. I'm not having a baby, and none of my kids are having babies. My sister, her youngest daughter, is having a baby, and they are having a little boy. So I will get to use the gray and white. I don't have to use the pink and white now that I know it's going to be a little boy. So I think the colors are going to be green. So that green, and I actually pulled my Shop Pop bag out, and I have that green Minky with the green and blue and yellow polka dots in it. So that will be perfect. So I get to make that baby blanket, and put the name on it. Now, this past weekend, I know I told y'all, this is our updates. I got very little done. You see what I'm doing right here. I'm trying to rearrange. Now, I did get to work on, and y'all saw this Saturday, a little bit of cutting fabric out. I have not been able to record yet my video for next Saturday, and normally I do that on Friday before the Saturday, but y'all know this upcoming Friday I'm not going to be here. There likely will not be videos this week from me. I'm going to try to get a couple of them out, but I'm not going to guarantee it because I have been taking a lot of downtime, some of it not voluntary, due to the weather. I'm not going to be running a sewing machine, and I'm hoping everyone is safe. I do know Saturday night, there was some pretty rough, well, actually all day Saturday. Started Friday night, going through Sunday morning from Texas to Arkansas to Mississippi, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky. I watched it go through all those areas. I'm hoping everyone is safe. I did have my daughter-in-law, where she is staying right now, she is staying with her mother until my son can get up there and they can both be working and get in a house. But where she is staying with her mother, they live south of 30, close to Little Rock. So they had tornadoes all around them. Thank you, Jesus, that my daughter-in-law came in Friday night and missed it all. Then my niece, one of my sister's stepdaughters, her family lives in North Little Rock. And of course, they got hit with all the tornadoes and stuff, but they got caught up in the flash floods, and they had trouble getting out. So, but they did come in Saturday. They made it in Saturday, and my daughter-in-law, she just called me a little bit ago and let me know that they had called her. Their HR had called and told them that there's still no power, just to not come in. And she works in North Little Rock. So that's our updates on the people that we know we have affected. There's so many people that are affected, so I'm hoping everyone is doing well. So let me just do like a recap of what happened this past week, what I sewed on. I didn't sew a lot. I probably dare say I didn't sew at all. Because Saturday all I did was cut fabrics, and I'm going to get to that right here. I've got, y'all, this is my box already for this sew along. I got my box prepared to go to retreat with me to press out and see. I may be able to record for Saturday there. I'm hoping I can. I may be able to do that Wednesday evening because I may be the only one there. I don't know. But I have my pattern. Right now I have my clips. I need to get my pins, but I can always go over to Stitch in Heaven and just get me a little packet of pins. But I think I still have a little box down here under my table. But I've got my fabrics. I've got my little grid ruler here that I'll use. I have the ones I've already got cut out. I've got my extra thread. I think that's really all I need now. I will have my rotary cutter and all that because I will package that up. And honestly, I'm going to try to take a day off early. And take Tuesday off too, so I'll be off Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Because if I'm able to do that, then I can get a video out for you guys for Saturday. But this is my second update. This is our Color Burst Throw. If you do not know about the Color Burst Throw, so if you're new here, each month I try to do a sew along. The sew along may last 2 months because we sew every Saturday morning about 9 a.m. I release a video. I am unable to do lives because my internet service is just not reliable enough to do that. But I can get a video up at 9 o'clock every Saturday morning. And what we do is I pick a pattern that is free. Normally it is free. This one is free. The link will be down in the description if you're interested in joining us. I will have the link down in the description. I will also have my Facebook group link down in the description. Not necessary that you join the Facebook group. As of right now, I have not yet put a post for the sew along in the Facebook group, but I will try to get that done, possibly at retreat. I don't know. I don't have a lot of time to do things on retreat, but I will try to get a post out there so everyone can post their fabric colors they're using, their cut fabrics, whatever you want to post. But I will have a post out there where you can comment beneath it, and I will pin it to the top as a featured post. So, but if you're interested in joining, the link is down in the description. And this is my sew along project box right now. And y'all see I keep moving these bags around. These are some little shopping hauls that I want to show you. So what is upcoming for this week? Well, I will be going to retreat in Quitman, Texas at Stitching Heaven. Kristen with Icy Stars Quilting, she is putting this retreat on. I went to the one she had last year. It was the very first retreat I'd ever gone to. I so enjoyed it. I met so many people. And if any of you are watching this, I'm just going to say, I'm not going to remember your name. I may not remember your face either. I have the worst memory ever. I tried doing memory games, saying names multiple times. I try attaching names to people through visuals in my head. I can't do it. It just does not work. I don't have a good memory. Now, used to I did, but I don't now. It does not retain very long. So, call it early onset if you want to. I just can't remember anything. I say it's because I had 3 kids, and the stress of raising children in today's world, I don't want to remember things. So, but what do I have on my table this week? Well, normally, well, last year, I'm not going to say normally because I've only gone to one retreat. But last year when we went on retreat, we had been given a pattern in advance so we could pick out our fabrics and stuff for that pattern. And that was what we were going to sew at retreat. That was my Starly quilt that I did last year. I did 2 quilts with Kristen last year. I did the Starly quilt, and then I did my Whirlwind with the Anna Maria Horner fabrics. Now that time we were just told what fabrics to get, and we could pick out whatever pattern we wanted. Well, I did Whirlwind, and that was my first really bigger pattern that I had ever done. So, because I'd only done crib blankets at that time, or crib quilts. So, right now I have not received a pattern. So, I'm just going to take a few things with me to do just in case. The first one is going to be my color burst throw. The second one is my Nantucket bags. I keep this, the thin one, with my pattern. And I always try to keep a few little mini charms in here with zippers that match and some backing to do these. I need to move these to a bigger one to go to retreat because I have more stuff to put in it. And that being said, I'm going to show you some of my haul. And I know I've already showed you one of these, but this is what's going to go to retreat with me. Now, y'all know where I got this from. Y'all know I got it from my store. Now, this one here is the one that I have already shown you. This is my Stitched in Faith. You know, I got like the sandalwood, the Sunday brunch, the raspberry summer. And guys, we got the Sew Sampler Hint. I think it's raspberry summer. I'm just saying. I think that's what it is. Because when I looked at it, I was like, that looks just like raspberry summer. But y'all, I had gotten these, and I got one more, but I had gotten the backing also. I want to make a few of these. I had to throw in another mini charm in here for the baby that my niece is having. So this is all going to retreat with me. Now, other things that I purchased that are probably going, not real sure. This was from Stitched in Faith also. This is kind of my shopping haul. And for the Nantucket bags, I have found, it was even suggested, to get some of this fusible grid. This is called Quilt Smart. It's a 7x13 grid. And I think I just used the 2.5 inch grid. I don't know if you could see that real well, but it's got little squares on it, 2.5 inches. And what I do is I can lay out my pieces on the grid, and I can see how my bag is going to turn out. I've had several bags where I had like all blues in a row and all yellows in a row, and I didn't want that. So I get this, and what I do is I take a piece of parchment paper and lay on top of it, and I iron it. I iron the pieces on there. Now, I do cut my grid down to the size that I need for the bag. So that is also, I'm going to put that in this bag with everything for those Nantucket bags. But something else I got, I was in Stitched in Faith, and they have like all of the little bags sewn and hanging up there for you to see what they look like. And they have this thing called the Stylish Sewing Caddy. And this is a kit, so to say. It's got your metal hardware in here. I don't really need to open it. It includes wire frames and hoop pull zipper. Oh, it's got the zipper in it too. So I don't have to get the zipper. I was thinking I was going to have to find a zipper, but I don't. So all I have to do is get my zipper and pick out my fabrics. Because, oh, it's pink. Oh, I like that. I have, okay, y'all, my air cut on, and I've moved my screen over here. I got to figure out something to do. My screen is tilted. I don't like that. I may have to put it in front of me, which I know I'm not going to like that either, because then it's going to block my closet. I don't know. The screen has become a nuisance because I do not want it in front of my window. So what I may have to do is turn my table where I sit over here and set my screen over here. But I don't know how I would like that, because then it would be blocking off a desk. I don't know. I've got to figure something out. But I moved everything over here, and now you can hear something tapping over here because the AC kicked on. And one of my AccuQuilt acrylics fell over it, and now it's tapping. So it's going to drive me crazy. But my blades, I got a few things that need to go with me. But anyway, I thought this little caddy would be perfect. I don't know if you can see how right here is a picture of how big it is, but it looks like it's going to be nice. But that pink zipper, I've got plenty of fat quarters, and it calls for 1, 2, 3 fat quarters, a fat eighth, 2/3 yard lining, 2/3 yard batting, spray adhesive optional, erasable fabric pin optional, and then everything else is included. So I may even make this before the trip and put like my iron and my rotary cutter and all that in there. So that would be nice to have. The next thing I have, when I went to pick up my sewing machine, and y'all, like I said, I haven't pulled it out yet, so I haven't been able to test it. That's my receipt there. They we're still doing the shop hop, which is fine. And you get to draw an egg. Well, the egg has so many things on it that you can get. And I pulled this. Well, I got a free fat quarter off the front porch is what they call it. And so I went and got this fat quarter right here. I thought that was some fun colors in it. And who knows, maybe I can use that. But for this, I think you need, I thought this said you need soft and stable. But now that I'm looking at it, I don't see that. It calls for quilt batting, so I don't need soft and stable. But that's okay. That probably wouldn't hurt to use it, though. And she asked me, she's like, well, it comes in like 3 different sizes, like half a yard, a yard. And I'm like, let's just do half a yard. So that's what I got. I got some soft and stable because I will be needing it anyway in the future. And I went ahead and got some Metler threads because for Bernina's, they recommend the Metler thread. I have some little things of Metler, and I thought, well, I can just carry this with me on retreat. It's kind of a gray color. It doesn't say what color it is. It says it's number 50. And then it says, color 0039, whatever color that is. But it looks like it looks like Dove Gray. I used Dove Gray. And while I was there, I also picked up me some Microtex needles. These are Bernina. They're the 8012s. And I don't know if this is a good price. They're $7.65. I know a lot of people, they're like, well, you don't have to use Bernina's. No, I don't have to. But considering I've had issues with my thread breaking on my machine, I'm going to go back to what is recommended for my machine, which is the Metler thread and the Bernina needles. And I know a lot of people are like, well, you can get away with not doing that. Well, what I need to do is I need to go back to what's recommended and then start doing one thing at a time. Because I was using Schmetz needles and Aurifil thread, and I don't know which one it is. So I'm just going back to what is recommended, and if it works perfect, then I'm going to stick with it. And I have this weak spot when I go into Quilt and Stitch. They have a full setup like of Kimberbell and all that. All the things. And yes, I even looked at a, what is it called? It's a Bernina. I'll think of it later. I'm not worried about it. It's a sewing machine, a serger. I even looked at their sergers, y'all. And I saw they had a deal going on. But I still, no thank you. I'm still paying on my sewing machine. I can't do another one. I can't do a serger too. But they have all the Kimberbell things. So, this one is called Mug Rugs Volume 4. And they have, these are, It says they use medium cutaway, which I have medium. And they have, looks like 10 or 11 patterns on this. And I thought they were so cute, you know, and why not? Why not? I love doing mug rugs. So I got this. And so I had a good shopping day Saturday. I went and got my my machine. I can't think, y'all. I mean, it's only after 10 p.m. on Sunday evening. This is when I got to do my updates because if y'all are not part of Tammy's channel, she's The Siberian Wind. She and I do a sew-along together every Thursday night. We did not get to this past Thursday because she had a medical emergency. And she was under doctor care. She's fine. She went live tonight for a little bit. Not even a full hour. She might have been an hour. But I will not be on the live with her this coming Thursday because, well, I don't think I will be. I will play it by ear with her because it's just according to how many people are still sewing that late at night. I may be able to pop on for a little while. I may not. I don't know. But I will get with Tammy about that sometime. But if y'all are not already subscribed to her channel, she does do a lot of lives. That's mostly what she does. She does do some online quilt retreats that seems to be fun. So far, I have not been able to join one of them because I've always had something going on at the time she was doing them. I think the last one I was out of town also for that one. But she also does giveaways. She has a sew and tell. And every 6 months, I think she does giveaways of a quilt. So if you would be interested in viewing her channel or something, she will also be linked down in the description. And guys, if I forget to link them, feel free. If you're interested, just comment that, hey, you forgot the link. I'll go in and put it in there but you can find her on YouTube at The Siberian Wind. If you're interested in checking her channel out, I'm sure it would mean a lot to her. We are trying to get her to that 1,000 subscribers. She does some fabulous work. And she does have a fabulous group of people. We all come together in her lives and we just chat and have such a good time. A lot of caring people. And if you are new to the quilting community here on YouTube, it is a fabulous community. Lots of caring, compassionate, creative, talented people. I am still fairly new. I say fairly new because I did not start quilting until June of 2023. And here we are. It's not even June of 2025. But I fell in love with my very first quilt that I made for my granddaughter. And here I am almost 2 years later, still doing it, but I'm loving it. And now y'all can kind of see my chaos here. You can't see all of it because a lot of it is stacked up behind you. All my shipping boxes where I've been doing my destashes are stuck behind you. And guys, there will be another destash. There will be a lot more destashes because I was telling y'all the other day, I found a box of fabrics. Well, you can't see it because you can kind of, I've got green bins right here. Yeah, I found 2 of them full of fabrics. So I've got to rein this in and get it down to quilts. I am putting project shoe boxes together, and I'm kind of categorizing. Like I have 3-yard quilts. I'm looking at it over here because I have a box for 3-yard quilts. I have a box for baby quilts. Then I have 2 over here that are actual quilts I want to get to and make. And I have some things that I want to show y'all that I don't know if they'll be in before I leave, but if they're not, that's okay. But I imagine I have been, I'm going to just say it. Yeah, I've been saving up to go on this retreat because I'm wanting to buy one of their quilt kits. I'm not sure which one yet, but I've looked at several of them. I want to hold them. I want to look at them and see what they are. And Stitch in Heaven is about 3 to 4 hours for me to drive. So it's not a big deal. I can make it easy. But yes, so that's what we are looking at right now. I'm wanting to buy a quilt kit there, but I will see. Other than that, I don't have any big plans of purchasing anything. I'm going to try to make sure I carry everything I need this time. Last time I overcarried and didn't have a lot of the things I needed because I didn't think I needed them. But yeah, so that is what I have upcoming. The plan is to take my Land That I Love project box to retreat, the Colorburst throw, the Nantucket bags, and maybe the fabric to make my grandbaby's dress. I still have not made that. I have taken pretty much this whole last week off from sewing, so there hasn't been any sewing. I did get my clue for flyaway. I may take my flyaway. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, you probably know how frustrated I got because Clue 2 was already out before I got my fabrics. And I did a prepaid box. And, you know, I don't know why that is. And I really don't care why that is. Just as a business perspective, that was not good. It was not a good business call. But it is their business for them to run. Now, I know I have said that I won't be doing another cotton cuts again, and it's not because of that. That is not it. I was not going to do the flyaway, but I had serious FOMO. And if y'all don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out. I had serious FOMO because the patterns are not really something that I am drawn to. Not that they're not beautiful. They are beautiful. And I love that the quilts are pre-cut. I love all the pieces are pre-cut. But it's just, and I love the colors. I love the fabrics that I choose every time, but I don't know how they're going to come together. And it's, every one I've made, I've loved. I thought they were beautiful, but they're not something that I can't just not get rid of. So far, I did Carnival, and I've given that one away as a gift. And Tree of Life is still right here. I haven't even put the borders on it. And it's probably going to be given away. I don't know yet. It's the largest one I will ever make with cotton cuts because I did the border kit on that one, and it was a large. So it's going to be pretty big. It may go on one of my bed. It may go on my spare bed. And I'm doing Wild West, and I will have Flyaway. I may take Flyaway with me also, but I'm not real sure. I'm pretty certain I'm going to have plenty of things to work on while I'm there. So, but who knows, I may get there and I may be thumbing through their patterns, or I may find a quilt kit. Or we may get there and they may already have a quilt kit pre-cut for us to do. Who knows? I don't know. But I'm going to go prepared to not have something to do and to make sure I have plenty of things to do. I need to use the whole data pack to go though. But guys, thank you so much for joining me. These are my updates, intakes, outtakes, and all the unorganized chaos in my sewing room right now. I do hope to possibly maybe take Tuesday off because I had decided I would go Wednesday night. I need to maybe let Kristen know that because she said we could, if we wanted to come early, we could. And I'm probably going to do that so I can get an extra night in of sewing. But I may do that so I can get packed and get things a little organized in here. I've got to get my shipping situation in order because it's not right now. So for those of you that keep telling me you're so organized, that's only what you see on camera. You don't see behind you the boxes of padded envelopes, the boxes of boxes stacked up, just chaos, massive chaos. But the goal is to keep destashing until I get it to a manageable chaos and down to just absolutely what I want. And guys, I'm going to tell you, I found more charm packs today when I was going through boxes and bins, and that's my main thing. I need to get everything like down here. These are my bins with charm squares in them. These have fat quarter bundles. I have fat quarter bundles. I have jelly rolls. But I just have them everywhere. I have some fat quarter bundles over here, fat quarter bundles over here. I've got to get it together. I've got to get it together. But once again, thank you for joining me. Please give me a thumbs up before you head out. If you have not yet subscribed, I would love it if you do. Click on that notification bell so you don't miss a thing that we're doing here. Eventually, I will get back to all of my sewing. I will still be doing destashing probably once a month, but here lately I've been doing it pretty steady. And I may keep doing that because I've got to get this out of here. I've got to get I'm in a rush. I've got to get it out of here. But I want to get everything where it's manageable. And if you're interested in destashes, you are at the right place. Because I will definitely do one a month, if not more. It's just a matter of having at least 20 to 25 items to do a destash with. But that's the plan. That's the plan. So click that notification bell if that's something you're interested in. Leave a comment, please. I love hearing from everyone that watches my videos. Introduce yourself. If you're new, tell me where you're from. How long have you been quilting? I love getting feedback from those that watch. Now, I do say, let's keep it nice. Let's keep it polite. If you don't like the fact that I don't wear makeup, I'm sorry. I've been with my grandbaby all day today. Well, we had our granddaughter overnight, and she wouldn't let my husband put her down, so he had to sleep holding her on the couch last night. Or in the recliner. She didn't want to come sleep with me because I cut lights off in the bedroom. And she's not going to do that. But she's sweet, precious little thing. We had her little Easter this weekend here at our house. But we had a fabulous time. But so, y'all, if I very seldom wear makeup on the weekends. I very seldom wear it during the week too, because where I work, it's not necessary. But I'm as real as it gets here. I'm going to tell you, I don't try to sugarcoat things. Now, there are some things I keep personal. Not everybody don't need to know all my business. But I'm as real as it gets. I show you if I have to rip something out, I show it to you. Because it happens to all of us. I'm sure even those people that's been quilting 30 plus years, they sometimes have to rip things out. I'm sure. I don't know. I'm sure my grandmother had to do it. And because of my grandmother, I have a love of quilts. I had never quilted until 2023. And so now I'm the one carrying on her legacy of quilting. I hope I am anyway. I hope she would be proud of it. But guys, thank you once again. Leave that comment. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, I hope you have a very blessed day. Bye, guys.